In celebration of Hispanic and Latino Heritage Month, I wanted to do something that helps the global soccer and football industry on how to better serve the audience, from clubs to publishers. This isn't about pampering or placing people in a box. Neither is it about alienating another audience group. But rather, I want folks to know that it is important to understand the power of the Latino soccer and football fan as both an audience and a consumer. A decade ago, when I started my career with The Guardian, my job was to help them create stories and a strategy that represented this community. After that, at Sports Illustrated, I significantly helped them grow their Latino readership, while as CBS Sports and ESPN, part of my focus, in fact, a substantial amount, was to do stories, articles, or video that better strengthen the bridge between the Latino or Latina football fan and the game. So here's what I've learned and what I love to tell publishers, clubs, or any organization within the football world that wants to listen. This one especially goes out to the Premier League and Premier League clubs who have a significant amount of Latin American representation. Here's my number one message. It is my eternal mantra when thinking about the Latino audience. Notably, in the United States, a growing culture of the game, and the next venue, by the way, for the Men's World Cup. To understand the Latino audience, language is important, but culture is key. Creating things in Spanish and representing the language is a major factor, but it is not enough, because the larger audience is the one who speaks Spanish, understands it, but primarily consumes things in English. And that's a Godzilla of an audience. You see, according to Pew Research, there are more than 65 million Latinos in the United States, and I almost guarantee that that number is much bigger. We're talking about the largest ethnic or racial minority group in the country. The biggest component here, however, is that the median age remains at 29 years old, way lower than the overall American population. What's more is that the number of US-born Latinos are increasing. So Latinos are young and creating a bridge between America and the country of their parents or grandparents. When it comes to soccer and football, the Latino soccer fan is a massive mountain, and they are not a monolith. The Mexican-American audience is not the same as the Puerto Rican or the Argentinian, but they do share cultural values that complement one another. From family to community, it's basically a mosaic of different people coming together as one. Football, of course, being a huge factor. Now comes the business side of things and why it's good for business to serve this audience. In sports overall, per a Nielsen report, Latino sports fans are considerably younger than the overall fan. We're talking about 72% to just 50% of Gen Z or millennial sports fans in America. They are also more likely to engage with social media, digital platforms, and share content that speaks to them, making them a hugely influential audience. So if you create stories that speak to them, then it will resonate and they will be more likely to share to a larger group. A good example is Chelsea Football Club, with a huge group of Latin American players. One of them is Moises Caicedo, who is extremely popular with the Ecuador fan base. In fact, when I was at the Club World Cup final, the Chelsea fans were there in blue, but I also saw a significant amount of flags from Ecuador, carrying pride that Caicedo plays for one of the biggest clubs in the world. It would be so great to see a video of Moises visit an Ecuadorian restaurant, for example, in London, and meet some Chelsea fans. Together they can do a video whilst eating frittadas or, encebollado, which is a delicious fish stew there from Ecuador. Projects like this create a stronger understanding of the Latino fan base, thus generating a larger reach. Remember, the Latino and soccer and football audience is huge, young, and most importantly, economically aggressive, as a consumer from the Latino perspective carries more than $3 trillion in buying power. So pay attention to them and serve them, and in return, they will come back and trust your club, your publisher, or your network. And most importantly, they're going to make you money.